Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here today to check out the latest video from our brothers in More Subita, but before we get started with this video,
we have an announcement.
I have two announcements. First announcement is, the guys from More Subita signed with the German label Out of Line Music. For those of you that don't know, that's the same label that has bands like Bremere, Blood Red Hourglass, Frostide. Actually, they're the guys who sent us this shirt.
Yeah.
Out of Line Music. Alright, so More Subita signed with that label, which this means a lot of good things for the band because they're going to get a lot more publicity, they're going to get a lot more exposure. So I'm really excited for them to sign with a much larger label. It means good things for the guys in More Subita. It means good things for Mika. And Mika is my brother from another mother. Yeah. So I want him to succeed. I want him to do well.
He said he's going to come visit us when we go.
Yeah, he's going to try to come down to Helsinki to visit us when we're in Finland this summer. So I want good things for all the guys in More Subita, not just for Mika, for all of them. So that's the first thing I wanted to say. The second thing is, part of signing with a new label, Out of Line Music, the new label is going to grab all of their previous records. There's 3 records from More Subita, and they're going to re-release them as a compilation. So for those of you that have the latest one, but you are not able to get your hands in the first 2 More Subita albums, fear not, Out of Line Music is going to be releasing all 3 as a compilation, so you can get your hands on all of them. All of them. You can get all the More Subita you can handle. And I think this means, because I know Mika's been working on new stuff, so I'm thinking perhaps we can see a new album from More. Listen, he hasn't told me anything, I haven't asked. But based on what I know, I think I wouldn't be surprised if in next year we see a new album from More Subita coming out from Out of Line Music. I wouldn't be surprised. And since I mentioned Blood Red Hourglass, they have a new album coming out in June, Godsend. I have it.
He's so happy.
I'm so happy. When that email hit my inbox, I'm not gonna lie, I jizzed a little bit.
Ooh.
A little bit. Like a little what do you call it? A trickle, like a little post drip.
It was like a teardrop.
Perfectly said. All right. What?
I was gonna say.
Just leave it as that. Don't say anything else. Let's just leave it as that and let's move forward. Pretend that this conversation has never happened. All right. More Subita Defeat official music video. Man, we haven't done a More Subita video in a very long time, so I'm pretty excited about it.
The last one we did one was around the same time the Into the Black album came out.
Into the Pitch Black.
Into the Pitch Black, sorry.
No, it was way after that, because then we did the live video that they had that was filmed in Japan that we premiered on our channel, and we did another one. I mean, we've done every single video that they've released. So, all right. Anyways, Defeat official music video. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Wow. These guys, man, dropping bombs. Always dropping bombs. What the hell just happened here?
We went into Metal Encyclopedia.
Yeah, I just clicked the wrong thing. All right. So, what did you think of that video from more Subita?
That solo.
Holy.
The light was shining down. It's like Jesus wanted to peek. He wanted to
if Mika
witness.
No, I was going to say, if Mika was Moses, he wouldn't come down with the 10 commandments. He would come down with the 10 riffs. And then he would spread those riffs to the people. Holy crap. The dude, when he was doing that solo, I was thinking, if I knew what he has forgotten, I would be an amazing guitar player. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, what he has forgotten, as far as playing guitar is concerned, that to me would be enough for me to be able to play at a high level. What he has, I'm not talking about what he knows, what he has forgotten. Like, the guy is absolutely, hands down, one of my favorite guitar players. Not because I know the guy, not because he's my friend, not because he's my brother from another mother. The guy absolutely destroys the guitar every time he picks it up. He's making me remember of something I thought when I went to see Kalma a week ago. I went to see Kalma. When I was seeing Kalma, I've seen a lot of Finnish bands live. I've seen Wolfheart, I've seen Kalma, Winter Sun, Amorphis. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of non-Finnish bands live. Something about Finnish bands and Finnish musicians. I thought about this while I was watching Kalma. The instrument is not an instrument. It's like
it's a part of their body.
Exactly. It doesn't matter if it's the bass, if it's the guitar, if it's the drums, if it's the keyboard, if it's the cowbell. Speaking of cowbell, I have to mention.
You haven't talked about cowbell.
I haven't talked about cowbell in a long time. I got to bring that up with Mika again, because perhaps as he's working on the new album, he can incorporate some cowbell riffs for me to do like a little
during the solo. During the solo, you can hear a little bit of cowbell.
I'm hoping he writes at least 2 seconds of a cowbell riff, and then asks me to record it here, like just me doing, and then includes that into the song. Yeah, so then I can be in the thank you notes and the CD. And thanks to Pedro for his cowbell in song X.
What was on tour,
and then he has to pre-record me on tour because I can't go on tour with them, so that he can just pipe in.
Well, for a
Canadian tour, a North American tour, I just do the. I just show up for like
walks on stage,
ding, ding, and then walks up. Exactly. So anyway, going back to what I was saying is, I honestly feel of all the musicians around the world, Finnish musicians have a very strange symbiosis between them and the instrument, where I don't feel like there's a separation of those worlds. It's just an extension of their body, because the way I see
implant.
Yeah, it's like another organ, if you will, right? So the way I see him play the guitar, and the way I've seen so many other musicians like Temo from Winter Sun, I mean, the list goes on and on. Jonas, for example, from Wolfheart on the drums.
Or somehow he can play while being on a slant.
Yeah, the way these guys play, like I said, this came to me as I was watching Kalma. The way they play, it doesn't feel like that guitar is a foreign object. It really feels like that guitar is just another organ. It's part of who they are. And when I see Mika playing, and when I hear his work, either it be solos or riffs or melodies, whatever he's creating, I always get the feel like those things are just an extension of who he is, coming through the guitar, through the cable, into the amp, and then coming out of the amp. I always feel that way. And the more I listen to the stuff that he does, the more I feel that about the music. I feel that in general about Finnish musicians, but I really like the way he plays guitar. I really like how he transports whatever the mood he's in into the guitar, and that comes out in his music. I really think he's extremely, extremely underrated as a guitar player. To me, he's one of the best out there. Yeah. Not just from the playing perspective, but how he creates the music. Let's look at the last Wolfheart album. Those solos on that album are absolutely phenomenal. Like some of the songs like brought me to tears. That's how good they were, how emotional they were. Like absolutely incredible. To me, one of the most underrated guitar players out there. I don't think he gets enough credit because he lives in fucking where Judas lost his boots in Finland, like he lives up north. And he perhaps doesn't have the opportunity to tour as much, to get as much exposure, to get his name out there. to me, a hidden gem, one of the best guitar players around. No, I'm not saying that there's not better, but I'm saying one of the best.
Yeah.
One of my favorites, for sure. One of my favorites. Hashtag free a scene. One of my favorites. Yeah, I have to put that.
I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, hashtag free a scene. All right, do you have anything to add to that video? The video was badass, by the way.
Yeah, there's nothing to criticize. It's utter perfection.
And I like the video. The video was simple.
Yeah.
They look like they're like at a crack house, and the
For some
way.
reason, crack dens are in Finland also.
Yeah, but there was no
one of those-
crackheads in there. There was no crackheads in there. The house had been crackhead free. All right, but it looks like they went in there and they did a video at a crack house, and there was a lot of aggression. There was a lot of emotion. There was a lot of aggression, and it came out
for
in the
the
music.
solo, Jesus took a peek through.
Was there really a light shining down?
There was a light shining down.
Oh, that's really well done by whoever did the video. That's really well played. So it was shining down on the hands as he's playing. Wow, God came down and he spoke.
He took a peek through one of the windows.
Yeah, he moved one of the clouds out of the way and he just looked down and shined the light.
He's like, I
on Mika's hands.
He's like, I made that right there.
Yeah, I made that right there. All right. On that note, maybe it was Odin.
Oh
Yeah, maybe it was Odin. Yeah, maybe he moved one of the clouds out of the way, and he's like looking down, like Thor. If only you could do that. But no, you're always playing with your freaking hammer. Yeah.
I told you the hammer is not a good, a good instrument.
No, the hammer, like not much you can do musically. I mean, you can play air guitar with a hammer.
And you can play air bass too.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess you could do that. All right, but Thor, he's always hammered. See what I did there?
Yeah.
All right, let's move on before we get into more puns. Some of them big puns. See what I did there too? All right, let's just call it a day. All right, guys, this is it. More Subita, new video. And by the way, don't forget, these guys signed with Out of Line Music out of Germany. Great label with a lot of bands from Finland. And they're going to be releasing all 3 albums from More Subita as part of a compilation. So you don't want to miss that. Yeah. You want to get on that. Support these guys and support their music. They really need all the support they can get to get their name out there. They're really underrated as far as I'm concerned. All right, guys. Take care. See ya.
See ya.